Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 3rd. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But let's see what is going on for you here. Definitely some sort of tower moment in the past. You have this healing card as well in your future position. So, again, it's showing up in your past position. I wouldn't really worry about it, is what I'd say to you there, Virgo. But definitely something you could have been going through here. And the world. This actually looks pretty good for you, Virgo. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the World, so definitely some good cards. I feel like some of you are healing from a heartbreak or trying to heal some sort of heartbreaking situation here. There's like something calling you, asking you to take the lead as well in your life, but let's get into it. You start off with this owl spirit. It says you see clearly now. I feel like you just see why you had to go through some sort of challenge or difficulty in your life here. This almost feels like a leveling up reading to me here, Virgo, for you. So I feel like for some of you, you're just like leveling up in life, getting to the next level, finding a lot of success, but love it. In this row here, you have the Two of Wands, the Tower, and the High Priestess. I feel like for some of you, I'm almost getting... This is like something falling through is what's popping into my head here, Virgo. I feel like this could have happened like 2 or 3 years ago. It's like something fell through, something fell apart, something didn't work out here is what's popping into my head. Again, you have the Two Wands, the Tower, and the High Priestess. It's like almost like something had a lot of potential. Now, this could have been a relationship. I feel like for a lot of you, it's something else. Like it could be a job that you wanted to get, or maybe you wanted to travel. You have this world right here. You also have the world here as well. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you were hoping to accomplish something, or maybe you were hoping to take the lead in some area of your life, do something you've never done before. I just get like with this Tower card here, it's like I get something about like weird words are popping into my head here, Virgo, like unique, different, something that's never been done before. Like these types of words are kind of what I'm getting here. It's almost like you maybe we're going to be doing something that caused anxiety is what's popping into my head, as weird as that sounds. And so maybe it's almost like something was avoided, something was not accomplished here in your past. It's also come with the other weird thing that's popping into my head here is like 3 to 4 years ago. So I feel like this is something that you were going to do maybe 3 to 4 years ago here with these cards. The good news is, if this is part of your story, I feel like you're going to do whatever it is with this last row. It's like you're getting a second chance. You have this Wheel of Fortune card showing up here, Virgo. So it's like something that fell through, something that didn't happen, that had a lot of potential. Maybe you were going to start a business, or maybe you were going to travel somewhere, or maybe you were going to like move, or go to another country or something. It's like you're going to do it now, in the near future, is what I would say to you. Obviously, this is your future position. We have coronavirus right now. I totally understand that. So, this isn't going to happen tomorrow, right? But I feel like this is what you are working towards. This is something you're moving towards here. I feel like people are going to help you as well. Pretty simple story, I have to say. For others, I do feel like this could be maybe a separation or a breakup from a Pisces, or someone with a lot of Pisces in their chart. I feel that there is a surprise here. And again, we'll talk about that. Next, you have this openness card here. You always get these cards, Virgo, that could represent potentially needing to be more open to just the possibilities, is what I feel like this is saying. You have the World card. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune. You do have the World, but you have the Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is saying you can have whatever you want, which is kind of like what the Wheel of Fortune says. But it's kind of like you need to take control of a situation. In this row, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords, the Three of Swords. This Wheel of Fortune, I think something that people don't think about with the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel is always spinning. We are the ones that determine what direction the wheel spins. So it's up to us. It's up to our vibrations. Normally there's a snake on the side of the Wheel of Fortune. That snake represents our vibes, our vibrations, the vibrations we're giving off, the words that we're using, the things that we're saying to ourselves. And it's kind of like saying that things could go either direction in your life, but You're going to be the one that decides what direction they go in. I feel like you're going to choose adventure. You have the Page of Wands right here. So I feel most of you are going in the right direction here. You do have the King of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is a no contact situation is what I'm getting here. I feel like there's a ton of fear. If you're going through a breakup or a separation, definitely sorry to hear that, Virgo. This is my least favorite Three of Swords in all of the tarot because she is like in agony on this card. You know, this is probably the saddest Three of Swords that exists. So I feel like for some of you, either you or your person, or maybe both of you, are in a lot of pain. I feel like that for some of you, there is a lot of fear in a breakup situation here. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, which could say that someone is coming back from your past. Or if you were dealing with someone here, then I feel like this person could be coming back to you, or you could be going back to them. And like I said, I feel like there was a lot of pain or a lot of things that weren't said. I feel like this person is acting like nothing is wrong, is what I'd say to you, Virgo. Sorry, I just hit my mic, Virgo. Sorry about that. But I feel like for some of you, it's like this person is just sitting here. It's like they're in a lot of pain. I feel like they have a lot of fears about like losing you and all this other stuff, but it's like they're not doing anything about it, is what I would say here. So I feel like some of you could be going through a painful breakup. Again, we're going to clarify this in just a minute and we'll get more detail. Next, you have this Mending card. So again, if you're going through this situation, it's like you have a choice. You have the Temperance card here, the World here. You have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like this is an ending or a closing out of a cycle here with these cards. I would say even if you're going back to someone from the past, even if you make that choice, right? I feel like this is saying if you do go back to a person like this, it's like you're gonna have to start fresh is what this is saying, because it's like these two cards represent the ending of a cycle here. So I do feel like some of you are trying to heal something with this Mending card, or it's like you're trying to bring something back together there. I think you're thinking about things as well. For some of you, I feel like you're healing yourself. For others, I feel like this is saying a situation can be fixed in your life. For a lot of you, like I said, I feel like it's whatever didn't work out in the last 3 to 4 years. Something you've been trying to accomplish, something that you wanted to do, some sort of achievement you were hoping for here. And again, I don't just read just about love. I read about whatever comes up. And, I feel like this could be an achievement, something that had a ton of potential. I would say the High Priestess, there's nothing above her head. Even on a traditional card, it's like she has those 2 pillars, but there's no roof. It represents unlimited potential in something that you want to accomplish or something you want to do. It could be starting a business, traveling, working on your health, doing something that seems impossible. And so I feel like with this Mending card, it's like you're realizing that something is possible. And I feel like you're healing something about yourself. You have the Page of Wands, the Temperance card in the World here. Definitely going on an adventure. A lot of travel cards. Tower. Even the Tower to me isn't a bad card. I personally, I like the Tower. And to me, the Tower says that something in our life has become too comfortable and it needs a shake-up anyway. I love when the Tower shows up. I know other readers crap their pants when the Tower comes up. But to me, it's like the card is in the deck for a reason. It's like, it's because we need a shakeup. We need something to mix things up. But again, this already happened in your past. So I feel like this is talking about adventure here. I feel like some of you could be traveling or going on adventure. Temperance, obviously you're gonna have to be patient. Obviously, there are certain travel restrictions and things like that. So if you're hoping to travel or move or whatever, again, this is your future position. It could be something that happens in the near future. Definitely something that you're planning on doing as well. Part of me feels like the reason that we have this whole coronavirus situation is because I feel like it's like making all of us, even I personally, have had certain realizations. I've had certain, thoughts about things that I don't want to miss out on now, because of this. And so I feel like part of me feels like this whole situation, which it will end, by the way, Virgo, part of me feels like it's pushing everyone as a collective to realize that maybe there are some things that are very important to us that we're missing out on because of this. And it's like, so after this situation is over, I feel like we'll all be a little bit more grateful. And I feel like we'll all also maybe live life a little bit more to its fullest because of that. And that's kind of like the feeling I get here for you, Virgo. For a lot of you, I feel like now you're just like wanting to live a life with no limits. It's like we've all basically been in prison for this whole time, right? We might as well be in prison practically. I don't want to be dramatic here, but it is pretty crazy, right? And so I feel like a lot of you are like, man, I want freedom. Page of Wands. And you have this World card. Even the World card. The World card, to me represents birth. To me, the World card comes up when we are in the squeeze, when we're about to pop out the other side in birthing into something new. But it's like the squeeze is never comfortable, right? It's like we don't want to be in the squeeze. I even say in the birth process, right? In the squeeze while the baby is coming out, it's like the mother is uncomfortable, usually in pain. Not only that, the baby is being born into a world that is cold, that is, everything, right? Babies come out crying, basically. So, it's like that squeeze isn't comfortable for anyone. And so I feel like that's what you probably have been experiencing. But again, I feel like it's led to a lot of realizations and maybe has led to you realizing that there are certain things you want to accomplish. Between the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, definitely could be moving. You have the House here. This is the King of Hearts. I feel like some of you could be moving or traveling with that card. And again, this doesn't have to be right now. This could be in the future. You have a lot of moving cards. Like I said, Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Tower. These are all cards of moving. Even that Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a card of adventure. So I feel that some of you could be moving here. Between the Tower and the King of Swords, look at this. No communication. Two of Clubs. The Two of Clubs is not a real Lenormand card. This deck that I'm using, the Maybe Lenormand, has some extra cards in it. And so I feel like this is saying that there's like no communication with the person, but I feel like this person's cold as ice. So if you're dealing with someone from the past, I feel like they are just so shut down. But it's like a lot of fear. I just get a lot of fear on this card for some reason. King of Swords doesn't necessarily represent fear. I don't even think this is an air sign that you're dealing with. For some of you, I feel like it could be an air sign, but for most of you, I feel like it could either be a Sagittarius, Capricorn, a Pisces. There is no Capricorn energy here. It just popped into my head, by the way. So I feel like it could be a Pisces, Capricorn, could be one of the fixed signs as well, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo that you're dealing with. But I feel like this person is just so much fear. They're not seeing things clearly is what's popping into my head here. So if you're hoping to get back with someone from the past, I just feel like time with this Temperance card. But again, we're going to clarify through and we'll see what comes up. Between the High Priestess and the Three of Swords, you have the Six of Diamonds. This is called the Clover. A lot of luck. It's like someone has to step up here in this situation. I'm not saying that it has to be you, Virgo, either. So for some of you, I feel like the Six of Diamonds is a very good card. It's a very lucky card. It says there's a lot of good things that could be coming in for you, but it's like someone needs to be brave. Someone needs to be bold in a situation to overcome a heartbreak or something like that. This could also be you realizing that you're there's a lot of luck here in some sort of heartbreaking situation. Again, what I'm referring to is if there was some sort of goal or achievement over here that you missed out on in the past like 3 to 4 years, I feel like this is you getting a second chance. So love it. Next, between the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands, yeah, you have the Five of Clubs. I used to call this card Indiana Jones when I used to only read playing cards. And the Five of Clubs to me is a card that represents going on an adventure. And what do you know? Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, literally going on an adventure. So I feel like there's some sort of adventure coming in for a lot of you. Between the King of Swords here and the Temperance card, look, you have the Queen of Hearts here. This is called the Stork. This represents love. So, and funny enough, it is a card of birthing energy as well. It's a card of the mother. So I feel like for some of you, this could be this birth process that you're going through. You've been in the squeeze. Now you're popping out the other side. For others, it looks like someone, if you're patient here, could be coming towards you or you're going towards them. I feel like the easiest solution to this situation is going to be to, talk this person through their fears, especially if you're dealing with someone who's putting on a brave face. In a lot of ways, I feel like saying brave face. So, and again, we're talking about something that was a positive relationship. If you were with a jerk, I feel like this message is not for you. I feel like if you're with someone where something ended, but it was overall a positive situation, then I feel like this person is putting on a brave face here. Look, you have the King of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts is like divine counterparts. So for some of you, this is divine counterparts. If you're looking for love, by the way, I was going to talk about this at the end, but if you're looking for love, I feel like you could be finding someone probably in the future. I'm going to pull another row here, but I feel like this person could be coming in the future. Could be a water sign, definitely divine counterparts, and with that king and the queen. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. Even if you're same gender, it doesn't matter because, it just means divine counterparts, doesn't matter. And so I feel like for some of you, you could be meeting this person through travel or through adventuring here, or like moving is what I'd say to you. Look at this. Between the Three of Swords and the World, you have the King of Diamonds, literally your soulmate. And again, I don't attach gender to my cards, so whatever gender you're attracted to. This is called the Fish. It represents your soulmate. And again, you have it next to the World. It's like by traveling or moving, you will be meeting someone. And again, if you don't have to travel or move, you could be meeting someone at a distance. It could be someone who's moving to where you live as well. And you could be meeting this person, but maybe they're just from another area. So I feel like some of you could be meeting someone like that. Also, an amazing card for a harvest. I feel like things are falling into place now. I feel that for a lot of you, this is like you having the resources, or it's saying you have gathered the resources to do something you want, like move, travel, or something like that. It's like maybe you haven't had the money, maybe you haven't had, whatever. So I feel like it's falling into place. In your top row outcome here, you have the King of Spades. What do you know? The bouquet. This is this person right here, the King of Swords, making an offer. So I feel like for a lot of you that this could be a King of Swords type person who's going to be making you an offer in love. Here definitely could be someone from the past that's putting on a brave face, but I feel like they will reach out with that card because that's them. For others, this is someone new that's coming in for you. And again, I feel like it's someone who will make an offer to you here, Virgo. I feel like it could be someone who's older than you, doesn't have to be by much, but that King of Swords and the King of Spades would say that it's probably someone older than you, but definitely someone making you an offer. In your middle row here, you have the Nine of Hearts. There you go. This is called the Rider. This card represents a message of love. So I feel like for some of you, you will be receiving communication or a message in love. For others, I feel like you're starting something here. And so I feel like you could be starting something new here as well. And in your bottom row outcome, Ten of Spades, moving. So the Ten of Spades is called the ship, like a boat on the ocean. And it kind of just represents going from one thing to another. So I feel like a lot of you could be traveling or moving with that Ten of Spades card. For others of you, this is just some sort of change. Again, Ten of Spades is actually pretty much a positive card in the playing card reading system. So I feel like things are going pretty well for you here. There are a couple things that stand out to me that I don't want to drag this reading out too long, but definitely things that I think are important that I want to talk about. In this row right here in the Lenormand, you have this Two of Clubs with the Six of Diamonds. Two of Clubs, when I used to read just playing cards, to me it's a card of needing to talk yourself into doing something. To me, it's a card of needing to believe that you can accomplish something. The Six of Diamonds, this card is called the Clover, and it normally represents like a 4-leaf clover. And it's a card of imposter syndrome. It's a card of feeling like you're not good enough to have something, or it's a very good card, don't get me wrong. It's a card of luck and abundance and all sorts of good things. But the playing card, the Six of Diamonds, can represent kind of like imposter syndrome, feeling like you're not good enough to do something, or feeling like you're not good enough to have something. So I feel like for some of you, this is about like needing to talk yourself into believing that you are good enough to live your destiny or to live your dreams. You have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. One thing that I never noticed on this Wheel of Fortune that's really standing out to me is she has these 2 dice on this deck hanging under her neck there. And I feel like some of you are like need to roll the dice. I almost feel like you need to take some sort of risk here. This is not, this is not a stupid risk, right, Virgo? This is like a calculated risk. This is taking a chance on your destiny. It could be moving. Maybe you have a dream job in mind. Maybe there's something you want to accomplish. And I feel like you need to move. You know what this King of Spades in here and then this King of Swords is telling me? I actually like the King of Swords a lot because to me it says that there are experts or there are people who could help you in your life. The King of Spades to me says that there is a person, again, male, female, whatever, doesn't matter. I don't attach gender to the cards, like I said. There's just a person who has a lot of knowledge in your life, or there is someone that you know or that you will meet that could help you on any journey. The trick here is the Wheel of Fortune is like you have to get started. You have to take those first steps. So I feel like for some of you, just do it here, Virgo. But this is a very nice reading. I like this quite a bit. So thank you for watching, Virgo, and definitely enjoy your week.